Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to the finale of my Walking Dead Power Level Tier List series, as well as my 400 subscriber special, since these are the videos that get the most attention on my channel. Well, except for that one video. But if you're into that shit, you could probably expect more of stuff like that in the future too. But nonetheless, I wanted to come back and finish this series on part 12, because the number 11 kind of sucks. This time I'll be covering all the characters of The Walking Dead, the main show at least, ranked on their peak abilities, instead of each season separately like I've been doing, but mostly how they were in their final seasons, considering that is usually when you see the peak of these characters. So we're going to analyze these guys and truly see where everyone that at least somewhat matters to the show places in the ranks. This time around, I've added another tier to the list, considering I have 144 characters on this bad boy, so things are going to get a little tight. We have all the usual tiers I have on the rest of the tier list right here, so I got starting with dead weight, the horrible, worst of the worst characters that die from anything, just a complete waste of space, to almost decent, usual, just like, they're, not the worst, but certainly not the best, average, just pretty plain and simple right there, just the average person. They can probably shoot a gun, but that's probably their best talents. And useful, which is like, you definitely would want them on your team. They have some good abilities, some good perks, you might say. And then usually it ends on true survivor here, but this list goes a little beyond that, going to survivor, which are really good, capable people, some of the best, to the top tier, S tier type shit right here, the Walking Legends. The characters that are going to take on the whole fucking zombie apocalypse by themselves, pretty much. They are the top tier champions of the entire show. But now, in case you didn't know exactly what I'm ranking them on, because you didn't see the other 11 parts, for some reason, I ranked them on pure survival ability. How useful they would be on a team, and how well they would function solo in the zombie apocalypse. So there's a good bit of factors that go into it, but it'll make sense as we go along. But without further ado, we have a big list to fucking get through this time, so I'm going to try and steamroll this shit and get right into it. Starting with someone that I know is pretty shit, who shall be victim number 1? Dwayne? Sorry. You got bit by a zombie mom. Not cool. You didn't get past episode 2, man. Next up, this guy? Ben? You remember him? Woodbury? Came with Tyrese. He's a little wimp. Got shot by Merle. Almost decent. He did shoot a little gun or two. Sorry, Ben. Gregory is pretty dead weight. Probably better than Dwayne, though. Dr. Gregor? Or Jenner. Dr. Jenner. I don't know why I call him Dr. Gregor. I don't know what the fuck that's from. He's smart. Doctor. He worked at the CDC. Experiments. He goes there. Big Tiny. He got bit pretty much immediately. Average. This guy, he's a doctor. He cured diseases, kinda, but then he got sick. Doctor, he's a medical doctor. We don't know if this guy's a medical doctor. He does work at the CDC, but he's like a scientist. He works with like test tubes and chemicals and whatnot. So he's gonna go right there. This guy, he heals people. Definitely would like to have him on my team. He would probably be useful up until he got sick. Next up we got Lizzie, yeah. This chick, little kid. Oh, what? Oh no, I grabbed Bob by accident. Bob, I mean, you're okay. You're okay, Bob. He used a machete. He did survive on his own for a while. You know what? Fuck it. Bob's going to Survivor. He did survive until he got like his legs chopped off or something. We got a Survivor here who would be a Walking Legend. You know what? We all know. Daryl, Walking Legend. Pure survival. He's had the top tier survival perk since the fucking beginning of the show. So definitely Walking Legend. No debate. No debate at all. Beth, average. She does baby stuff. She take care of her baby. Yeah, I'll put her above Big Tiny. Big Tiny, you gotta feed a lot to Big Tiny. He's a big guy. A rat savior, useful I guess. Or average. She's just like another goon. She's another goon to Negan. Put her there. Average. Let's see, Denise, doctor skill. Who's a better doctor, her or this guy? Probably that guy. She says she's like a student or something. Enid, it kind of sucks, but she is kind of a survivor. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put her. She did survive for a little while, eating turtles and whatnot, but she's gonna have to go right there. Probably, survival skill takes her up. She probably should be a survivor. She did survive for like 2 or 3 days. I don't know how long she's been gone. We don't see her fight, so Enid, no bueno. Sophia, oh man, Sophia's super dead weight. Probably more so than Dwayne, to be honest. Dwayne probably, I mean, he saw a zombie mom. I guess that's a little bit better of an excuse than what she did. She just kind of started bolting. She fucking ran, dude. Then got stuck in a barn. Yeah. Sorry, Sophia. You're super dead weight. Scott is average as fuck. Put him above fucking... Scott's been there and he'll always be there. Nabila, I mean, she did fight. Alright. She did fight in the war. She kind of saved Ezekiel at one point. I'll put her above Ben. I'm going to start going from the top, alright? Now that we have the list sorted out kind of on what these tiers kind of resemble. Abraham or Aaron, he's probably... I'll put him top tier survivor. In other lists, he would be true survivor class. Let me just put it that way. Abraham, fuck it, walking legend. This dude fucks. Look at that mustache. He tore some zombies up. He is a military guy, you know, he knows how to fight. Definitely want him on your team. Negan killed this guy because he knew this was the only dude that'd be standing up to him. So he bashed his fucking brains in, and then Glenn gets all the credit. You know, he took a lot of... Fuck, dude, get over there. You're not better than Daryl, though. He took a lot of hits for Glenn. He's definitely a walking legend, Abraham. He deserves your respect. Aiden, Spencer's brother. Fuck it. I mean, he's average, I guess. He goes on runs. He's probably better than Dr. fucking Jenner does. Actually, I'll put him over here. Probably better than Beth. Worse than a rat. This guy, Alden. I mean, he's useful. Probably better than her. He knows how to use a bow pretty good. He's a blacksmith. He's a warrior, kinda. Yeah, Alden's useful. This guy, Ben's dad. This dude right here's dad. He was like Tyrese's friend at one point, then the governor fucking killed him. Put him almost decent. He was kind of ass. He had a perfect opportunity to kill the governor, but nah. Pure shit. And then Alpha. Dude, this might be a hot debate right here. Alpha's pretty good at surviving. Sorry, Daryl, but I think Alpha is, Alpha in this situation. What better way to survive the zombie apocalypse than by fucking living with the zombies? I mean, she figured it out. She cracked the code. Amy's ass. She's dead weight too. Couldn't fucking fight off one zombie. Andrea. I can't remember if she was a good sniper or not. She kind of shot Daryl. She was ass at first. I don't remember if she got any better. She had multiple opportunities to kill the governor. Bad judge of character. Probably put her average. Buff Scott, maybe. This guy, Andrew. He was a bad guy. I mean, he fucked up a lot of shit. Gotta give him credit. Got quite a few people killed just by scheming. He was a schemer. Probably better than Big Tiny. Yeah, right there. This chick, Annie, Negan's like new wife. Put her there. I mean, the final season of this show, you gotta understand, everyone has some good capabilities. We don't see much of her, but she did fight off some people. She had better than average gun skill, I would say. Axel, he was a prisoner in season 3. He was pretty bad. I mean, I like the character, but shit, dude, pretty ass. Put him right there. He didn't really do anything, did he? He just tried to hit on Carol. This chick, Oceanside chick, she uses a harpoon. I guess she knows how to fish. It's probably better than Beth. You think Beth... Well, Beth is also a farmer girl. She probably knows how to grow shit. That's probably a little bit better than fishing. I don't know. Yeah, she'll go there. Benjamin. Benjamin, remember him? Henry's older brother? He learned the stick. He was probably pretty useful. I mean, he wasn't good at guns. That's what Ezekiel said at one point. So, hey, stick powers. He's like a novice stick user. I'll put him there. Beta. Whew. Now this is going to be a hot debate right here. Put him down on the bottom. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Brandon. He was kind of shit. I'll put him there. Killed a woman and her child. That's not a great feat. All I can say about him. Carol. She is a walking legend. Let's be honest. Better than Abraham. She survived the whole show. She got good chameleon skills. All right. Daryl's like the good survival hunter-gatherer type motherfucker over here. And this is the chick. She can blend in. She knows how to survive. She's killed probably the most people in the show. Good fighter. She's smart. Carol, GG. You did good. This guy, I don't remember what the fuck his name was. He was in like season 6. I think at the beginning he was trying to betray Rick. I'll put him there. Connie. She's pretty good. She's pretty deaf though. Deafness isn't that great, especially in the zombie apocalypse. She should be getting snuck up by zombies a lot more often, to be honest. You know, she's a good fighter. She's got, keep in mind, slingshot abilities. Can't go wrong with her fucking skull crusher destroyer bullets that she uses. Would she use fucking rocks or bricks or something? I don't know, but she never runs out. She's gonna go above Andrea. Listen, I would put her higher, but you gotta understand, she's deaf. You gotta kind of hear the zombies coming. This girl, Cindy, she's kind of the representative of Oceanside here. She fishes, man. That's her skill. I'm gonna put her there. She's a leader. That also brings her up. Remember this. If she's a leader, or if anybody on here is a leader, that bumps them up a little bit. The leader skill is a very good skill to have. Alright, to gain followers is essential in the apocalypse. So she's gonna go there. Dale. Oh man, I wish you were a survivor. Let's see, Dale's best thing was he was a mechanic, which is pretty decent. Moral compass, I mean, he didn't live long enough into the zombie apocalypse to really see some shit, but he knew how to use a rifle. Dale mechanic skills are pretty good. You know what, I'm gonna keep him up here. I might be a little biased. Sue me. This guy right here, Dante, he's a whisperer. Now, this is where things are gonna be a little real debatable, let me say. Because all the whisperers, in my opinion, are like apex survivors. Like top of the food chain type shit. They know how to survive in the apocalypse, man. Like perfectly. You can't get any better than their skill. So I'm not gonna put this guy above our main characters, but he's still gonna be he can't be a walking legend. Sorry, Dante, you can't. You just can't. I'll have to put you okay, this is what I'm gonna do. The rest of these whisperers, like Gamma right here, put her there. And where's the other one? Where is she? Not that one. We'll get to him later. Okay, so she's gonna go up here as well. She's probably the least powerful. I mean, she was kind of raised into it, so I guess that kind of gives her a little bit more of a grasp on the Whisper reality. But Gamma was up there. She was in the top 3. And this guy right here is he's a doctor for one. That's a good ass skill to have. And he has the Carol skill of being a chameleon, infiltrating communities and doing that type of shit. So these 3 whisperers are going to be true survivors as well. Can't be walking legends. That's reserved for the best of the best characters, but they'll still be survivors. Dawn, she was a cop, a leader too. I'll put her in average. She knew how to use a gun. Put her behind Andrea. Deanna, she was the leader of Alexandria before Rick, and she knew how to kind of use a gun. She shot some zombies in the head. They were kind of close, but I put her above fucking Beth. This girl, Diane. She's the bow girl, expert bowman. The bow skill is very good to have, especially when you're an expert. Alden used a bow too, but fuck Alden. We're not going to count too much of that. That's not his thing, alright? Didn't really build up to it. He used it like once or twice. She's the real bow chick, okay? Survivor class. Probably better than fucking Bob. She knows how to hunt and be stealthy. And she's a warrior. She survived the whole fucking Savior War. Lived on. She lived on, so she's going to go there. And Lizzie. Now we're back to Lizzie. I tried to get her before. She's a little crazy. I'll put her bottom almost decent. She did know how to fight zombies when she needed to, but she was insane. Honestly, I'll have to drag her down a little bit. She probably killed more walkers than these 2. So yeah, good for her. Dr. Carlson, he's a doctor too, so he's gonna go with the rest of these doctors up here. He's probably the best one, to be honest. Next we got Dwight. Alright, Dwight. He's a bowman. He's pretty smart. He can play 2 sides pretty well, kind of like the Carol shit, chameleon skill. Pretty nice. He'll go up here. Earl, he's a blacksmith. That's it. He's a blacksmith. He's gonna go here, almost decent, above her. He did some pretty badass shit, not gonna lie. He did himself through a spike in the ground, bashing his head against it. Eastman, he is a monk kind of dude. He makes cheese. Useful right there. Stick master. Ed, he beats the shit out of his wife, and he's pretty useless. Dead weight. Yeah, he's gonna go right here, honestly. Gregory's better. Honestly, dude. This guy's a dude from the hilltop. He showed up in a lot of episodes apparently in like season 7 and 8. Just like kind of a background character. Him and the other one, Cal. I don't know where he is. They're gonna be on the same level though. They're average, man. I don't know what to tell you. Probably put him like under Harpoon Girl. This guy showed up like Shredder. He was pretty cool at first. He never did his ninjutsu type shit again with his little sides and dancing around, doing backflips. I mean, if you stay like that, he'd be probably a lot better. I'll put him, considering we know that he can do that, I'm just going to put him up here, probably behind Eastman. Eastman could probably whoop his ass. This guy, Eric, he shoots a gun. He gets shot. He's going to go right here. No, he's going to go almost decent. Probably right here. Eugene. Now, Eugene has surprised all of us. You know, he started off being kind of dead weight, other than just his brain skill. But as the show went on, he taught us something about character and how someone can change. Eugene, you're going to go a walking legend. Ezekiel will also go in Survivor class. He's not exactly a walking legend. He's not like the best fighter. He's a good leader, probably one of the best leaders in the show. He does learn how to fight a little bit, but he's like the moral compass, like the top tier moral compass of the show, to be honest. He'll go here, right behind Aaron. And then Gabriel. Gabriel's pretty good. He ended up becoming a badass, much like Eugene here. Started off like an ass wipe, and then got clean. Now he's badass. He's got one eye. Gabriel Stokes, more like Gabriel Strokes, am I right? Gabriel's pretty good. Gareth, he is a cannibal. That's pretty good. I mean, not gonna lie, I mean, that's a good skill to have, I guess, in the zombie apocalypse. Not the best, but I'd say it's pretty useful. This dude, I don't even remember what this guy's name is either. He's one of the saviors, I think. Oh, Gavin, yeah, he's a good savior. He's one of the better ones. Better than a rat. Better, yeah, I'll put him up here, fuck it. Glenn, he is a walking legend as well. Now, here's the thing. Glenn is a runner, alright. He's good at fighting. He's pretty smart. He survived a lot of times when he probably shouldn't have. Is he better than Eugene and Abraham? Eugene is pretty fucking good, and honestly, Eugene will probably be above Abraham. Damn, Abraham really about to get sidelined by Glenn again. Sorry, Abraham, but I think Glenn is better. It's rough, man, living in Glenn's shadow. You can't even get your head bashed in right, man, because even when you do it, someone gets it done better. Governor, he is, I mean, a good leader. He knows how to shoot a gun pretty good, even when he's got, like, bad depth perception, is missing an eye. He can still snipe a motherfucker from, like, 100 yards away. I'll put him... If you call him useful, I mean, he managed to lead 2 separate groups. Probably have to put him above Dale. And her. And him. He's really crazy, though. Keep that in mind. Really crazy. He doesn't know how to survive, too. Oh, man. If only he was a good guy, he'd probably be pretty useful, huh? Yeah, I mean, Yeah, he goes there. Heath, he makes runs for a very long time. Useful, I would say. Better than her and her. Maybe not her. Put him there. Henry, he also knows how to use the stick. Is he better than his brother? Probably not. Honestly, I think Benjamin was cooler. They're about on the same level, but Benjamin was cooler. Herschel, he was very useful. He was an old man and couldn't move his legs around too much. But I don't know when you would call his peak, if losing his legs, or at least his one leg, was around his peak. I don't know. But he is a farmer and a moral guideline to have. So I'll put him there. Herschel Jr. or whatever. Herschel's grandson. He is kind of dead weight. I mean, he's probably the best kid out of all these so far. He does not use a gun, sure. Jackie, she dies in a fucking like nuclear explosion. So did she do anything? I can't remember her doing anything. She must have not did anything cool except explode. Jadis, you gotta be honest, man. She survived in a dumpster and led people. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I could survive in a dumpster. She kind of knows some stuff. I think Governor's a little bit better. Or maybe, I don't want to put her in Survivor, but I think she honestly probably is better. Honestly, Bob might be too high. Well, Bob, no, he's not too high. Bob's not too high. He is a medic. Keep that in mind. Medic. A little bit of an alcoholic. Yeah, I'll have to put him down. Probably the best. I'll put him as the best doctor. How about that? So we've got 4 doctors right here. He's the best one so far. This guy, he's like kind of the worst savior. Like the lowest tier savior. Put him there. Jerry is the Axeman. He's a tank, so he's going to go in useful. Yeah, he's going to go right here. This chick, Jessie, average. Right there. She was probably one of the best Alexandrians at the time. Jesus, I would like to say that he is also a walking legend. He definitely knew how to survive out there. He always went on runs by himself. He knew he was like a ninja. He was a stealthy fucking ninja, dude. He like infiltrated places like the Sanctuary by himself. He took on Rick and Daryl by himself too. Pretty much beat him in a fist fight until they pulled their guns on him. But yeah, Jesus, pretty good. This guy, Jim, dug holes. I guess he was also a mechanic, so it makes him a little bit better. Probably, I don't know if he knew how to like fight. Put him there. Morgan, walking legend. How about? Yeah, I mean, he did survive on his own for a long ass time. He went crazy, and then went a little less crazy in a different direction, and then went crazy again, then turbo crazy, and then got a little bit of little sane. And I don't really watch Fear the Walking Dead, but he's all sorts of stuff in that too. But besides his mental issues, he is a very good survivor. He is a walking legend for sure. I think Jesus fucked him up though. Good spot for both of them. This guy Jimmy, fucking almost decent, I guess. Maybe dead weight. I mean, he'd learn how to shoot a gun. I put him right there. This guy Joe, he is a survivor. He's a good tracker. He's a good woodsman. He do be surviving out there. Put him above her. Judith, Rick's daughter, kinda, not really. She's probably one of the stronger kids. I'll put her... She knows how to use Rick's gun, which is a fat ass fucking gun. And she has katana training, so she'll go, yeah, right there. Rather have Earl, to be honest. This chick, Luke's girlfriend, she's like nothing, dude. She doesn't do anything in the show at all, except die. That's all she did. She knew the guts trick, but everyone knows that. Right there. We're getting there, boys. It looks like we're probably about halfway there, maybe a little bit over. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This guy, whatever, he beat the fuck out of a kid. Reason why Aaron kind of lost his arm a little bit. Savior. That one dude's bottom tier, so I'll put him above that guy. Ken, that's the guy I was thinking about earlier. Where is he? Where's the other one? Oh yeah, right here. I'll put Ken above him because I remember Ken's name. This chick, Karen and David. Might as well put them together. Don't know what David looks like, but they got burned. Got murdered and burned by Carol. Rip Karen and David. She was a Woodbury girl. We'll put her above Jim, I guess. Seems like a reasonable spot. Kelly, I'll put her wherever Connie is. They both have slingshot powers. Connie's more deaf, but she's smarter, I feel like. This chick is also going deaf, and she's not used to it, so she's kind of fucked up. This guy, he's from the new season, the last season. Lance Hornsby, he doesn't know how to do like really anything except be a political guy. He shoots a gun at one point. Don't think he hits anybody. He's probably got more brain power than these guys. Laura, Savior, one of the better saviors. I'll put her at average. I don't know. I'll put her right there. This chick, she is honestly, I'll put her right here. This is Daryl's ex-girlfriend, kinda. She has military experience, and she's a survival expert, much like Daryl. She lives in the woods, pretty much. She becomes a leader at one point for her people, for not very long, but she does. She honestly, I don't like the character at all, guys, but she's like a girl Daryl. Daryl's OP as fuck, so I'm gonna have to put her up here. This chick, Governor's girlfriend at one point, and then dies and gets eaten by zombies. She shoots the governor. It's pretty good. That's all she does. She doesn't really fight. Put her at the bottom of almost decent, I guess. Lori. Oh man. Where do we put Lori? Definitely not useful. Average, almost decent. She does shoot a gun a few times. She takes out some zombies. She does a little bit. But keep in mind, she also gets in a car accident on a straight road with nobody else driving on it. Plus, she's pregnant for most of her screen time. That's definitely not good. You know, I mean, not to diss pregnant people, but probably slows down the group when you're starving the zombie apocalypse, you know, and you're trying to move from place to place. I'll put her above that guy, I guess. Almost decent. Luke, he didn't really do much. I'll put him, he was on the road for a while. His big talent was music. Put him above Beth. Maggie, she's a walking legend as well. This chick right here pretty much almost killed her, but Maggie also has farming abilities. I'll put her above, put her right there. Farming ability is pretty good, and she's a leader. Magna, she was a prisoner at one point. She has knives. She's like average as fuck. I'm gonna put her like right here with Luke, above Diane probably. Actually, I'll put her up there. Martinez, the governor's right-hand man. He had like an Uzi, like submachine gun type shit going on. I think he also has military experience. Say is useful. Right there. This chick, she never really fought a zombie, knows how it's like out there. She's smart, I guess. Put her behind Lance. Alright, next up we got Merle. I mean, he's like Daryl. He knew how to survive and shit too. Plus he had a, I don't know if you call it a handicap. losing a hand, but he turned to a knife hand, which is pretty fucking badass. Walking legend, perhaps? Keep in mind, he's got the same kind of hunting abilities as Daryl, okay? So, I'll put Merle up here. Well, actually, I don't know, dude. Daryl does learn a lot more shit as he goes through this stuff. Merle's a lot harder to keep around. He's a little more hot-tempered and hard to get along with. But I'll put him right here, above Ezekiel. Michonne, she is definitely a walking legend, probably all the way up here with fucking Daryl. She knows definitely how to survive on her own. The best melee fighter of this entire list, hands down, Katana Samurai chick, is just badass, and we know for a fact she can survive on her own. She learned the whole chain zombies to herself trick, which is more unique than the guts trick, and a lot harder to pull off. Definitely a walking legend. Mika, Lizzie's sister, she's better than Izzy or Lizzie or whatever. She's actually sane. Milton is a doctor too, kinda, but like just not the health kind of doctor, but just a nerdy doctor. He does experiments in his basement. Guess that's kind of useful. Bottom tier useful. Milton is bottom tier useful. This guy's name is Mitch. I don't know why I remember that. I didn't look that up at all. This guy's name is Mitch. He's the guy with the tank. That's all he is. He knows how to use a tank. Tank powers. I mean, you gotta have a tank for him to be useful. I'll put him right here. Morales. He's kind of average too. He survived on his own for a while. Lost his whole family though, so that's kind of a big L he took. But he's a warrior for Negan, but dies in one hit from Daryl. Put him there. And then Nicholas, one of the worst Alexandrians we've seen. He goes on runs, not successfully though. Almost decent. I mean, he's gonna have to be. He's worse than these people. Let's see, where's it end? I'll put him above these guys. Noah, he's a runner too. He gets kind of the shit into the stick because of Nicholas. Gets his cheeks ripped off by zombies. Not a fun death, but hey, I mean, he was pretty good up until that point. Average, I guess, better than... I'll put him right there below Mitch, above the Hilltop dudes. Olivia, I mean, what does Olivia do? I'm sorry, but she's kind of dead weight. All she does is sort food, dude. Put her right here. This guy, Oscar, he's pretty cool. Just like your basic prisoner type dude. He's pretty chill. He helps Rick out. Then he dies like a few episodes later. He's definitely the best of the prisoner group. Above Mitch. Otis, he's a hunter. I mean, he's pretty good at hunting. We saw that. He hunted that deer. And Carl. So we're gonna have to put him, even though he's a little fat, which kind of was his disadvantage that led to his death, and the fact that Shane shot him in the leg. Hunter skill is pretty good. I'll put him right there. This guy's a wolf. He is a survivor. I'll give him that. He's a crazy fucking survivor. I'll put him on the same level as Joe. Same level as Joe. He's like a sane survivalist. He's a crazy survivalist, but they're on the same survival level. Ozzy, he's probably about that level too. Him and the Highwaymen have been surviving on their own too, but they're like cowboys. If we saw more of them surviving and how they did it, I'd probably put them up at their level, but I'm going to put them down here. He can't be above the governor. I mean, we don't even really... I'll put him above Dale, above Gareth, above her, above Gareth. Above Gareth. Pamela Milton, she's rich, big president type lady. She knows how to hunt though. She can hunt pigeons and doves and whatnot. She did that fox thing that rich people do. She's gonna go, maybe she's better than these guys. She'll go up here. She'll go above, I mean, she can shoot a rifle, but can she operate a tank? I wonder if she's a better shot than Andrea. I'll put her above Scott. Just because Scott, to me, Scott is peak average. Just a normal dude. I mean, he does stuff. He went on a couple runs. Just your basic survivor right here. She might be a little bit above that just because she's got a lot of accuracy and rifle training and whatnot. She does shoot the fuck out of Judith, so that deserves something. This girl's Patricia. She's pretty much dead weight too. Right here. Herschel Jr. is probably better. This guy is also dead weight. This guy doesn't do anything except play with Legos. He's probably smarter than Dwayne just because Dwayne is younger. I'd probably rather have him than Ed though. Pete is a doctor. He would go up here, but he beats his wife. I mean, beating your wife definitely is a bad skill to have. But she does say that he's a better doctor, and he's probably stronger than her too. Probably would be better surviving out in the wilderness. So he'll go above Denise. Pope, he is a leader, a survival wolf guy, doesn't wear his mask like the rest of the guys do. So that's pretty shitty. He's probably about the governor level. Probably stronger, to be honest. He's just religious. Both crazy. Princess somehow survived on her own in the city without anyone's help, and she tied up zombies and kept them alive. That's pretty skillful. That is honestly pretty fucking skillful. So I'll have to... I don't like it. I'll put her, like, below Jadis. Randall is, like, about as almost decent as you can get. Probably would rather have all of these characters. He's a soldier, kinda. I mean, he's just part of their fucking, like, some random ass gang. So, I mean, that's something. This guy, he built walls. Is he useful? This guy will go, like, where's his wife at? With his wife. He has architectural powers. Better than Luke's music abilities. This guy is kind of a soldier. This is Ezekiel's right-hand man for a little bit. Or at least his, like, general type guy. He's useful-ish. I'd probably say Jerry's better. Put him and Martinez, yeah, that feels right. This guy's kind of shitty. This is Evil Carl. Evil Carl is gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go right here above Brandon. Rosita now. Rosita's a character that I got a lot of shit for. I got a lot of shit for in my past videos because I failed to make her top tier. People were pissed. There's a good bit of Rosita fans. I feel like she's a survivor for sure. You know what? I said last time that her and Gabriel should be on the same level, and I failed to do that. Her, Gabriel, and Aaron are on the same level, I do think. Maybe Gabriel is a little bit teeny weeny bit higher, but same abilities here. I mean, she's like a bomb expert apparently, and has some like bunch of different weird abilities people taught her. And Aaron is just a better leader, I would say. He's also got a mace hand. So they're going to all go up there. Look, the list is getting small. We're done in like the last like 20-ish characters. And this guy's deadweight too. Who's more deadweight, him or Sophia? They both do some actual like stupid stuff. Like straight zero brain cell type maneuvers. So I'm going to have to... this guy likes cookies too much and starts yelling and screaming at the zombies. Honestly, yes, Sam's pretty shit. Stupid little boy. At least Sophia ran. Sasha, she is a survivor, I would say. She's probably the best sniper on the crew. Better than Ezekiel, I would say. By the end, Rosita does, survive longer. She learns a lot more. She's probably a better hand-to-hand combatant than Sasha. So I used to make her and Sasha on the same level. Close enough. This chick, Dwight's wife, she leaves. I guess she does survive on her own for a while. She's like below Scott, below the kids, below Jenner, below him. Where does it end? Where does it end? Probably above Luke. This guy, Schumpert. That's his name. How could I forget Schumpert? This is the governor's other right-hand guy. Where's Martinez at? I mean, he's average, honestly. Probably on the same level as, like, Morales, maybe. Spencer is better than his brother. I mean, he's got more balls. Put Spencer above his brother, above his whole family's kind of like right here. This woman, Tammy, she just kind of bitches the whole season she's in. She doesn't really do anything. She's like dead weight, top tier dead weight, perhaps. Tara, she kind of just stays average. She's like bottom tier useful, I guess. She gets that ass pull of a leader skill the last season she's in for like a few episodes before she gets her head put on a pike. So that's probably going to carry her, but she goes on runs, somewhat, competent. So she will definitely go useful. This guy, Tobin. Tobin is construction worker. He's kind of a strong dude. I mean, that's kind of all average, I would say. Right, below Reg, above her. And next up we have Toby, I think his name is. He is like a mercenary hired by Lance, so he's like a good combat dude. Took out like a whole outpost by himself. He's probably a better fighter than most of these people. I think Aaron's probably better. He's probably smarter in the apocalypse. Toby is a mercenary. Toby will go above them, but he doesn't have the actual pure survival abilities like these characters right here have. Tomas, prisoner, like the leader of the prisoners. Gets a machete to the head. He's a schemer. Not that great. He's kind of crazy. He's too crazy. And then... fuck, what's this guy's name? This is the guy that knows about Rick's boots and won't tell nobody. And he doesn't do shit about it. So I'm going to have to put him in dead weight. Top tier dead weight. Sorry, Virgil. Yeah, that's his name. Virgil doesn't do shit except for drug a Michonne, find out Rick is alive, doesn't even know the guy, knows he's alive though, and won't tell nobody, not even his daughter, or I guess Judith already knows, but won't tell nobody else about it. So Virgil, dead weight. Yumiko, she's a bow girl. She's probably one of the best bow archer women or just characters in general in this whole show, except for Daryl. I think she's gonna be the only character from the Magna group that goes. She's gonna be bottom tier walking legend. She's super smart. She is like an expert bowman. She goes on runs. She was the leader of her group. She's definitely gonna go up there. Congratulations, Yumiko. You've made it. We're now cracking it down, boys. We're down to some of the most interesting characters down here I really want to talk about. Minus Beth's ex-boyfriend that died by falling zombies. He goes on runs. That's always a good thing if you go on runs. Better than most of these guys. Better than Evil Carl. Alright, now we're down to it. Tyrese. Tyrese was a good character. I mean, he had hammer abilities. He was a straight hoss, dude. He would go to town, smashing up zombies with his pure adrenaline. He's a strong guy, and he's a nice guy, unless you like burn his wife or something. Burn his girlfriend by the stake. He won't like that too much. I'd say he's better than Dale. I'd put him all the way, maybe around the same level as Jerry. Tyrese and Jerry, yeah, I feel that. Sadiq, hands down, probably the best doctor character they got. I mean, I don't know if like it's pure doctor skill, but he's also a good survivor. Alright, and he fights zombies like all day whenever he's surviving out in the woods by himself. So he's pretty, relatively good at combat. I'll put him as survivor, to be honest. I'll put him up here. Probably above, yeah, above Merle, below Gabriel. That feels good. Rosita, Gabriel, and Sadiq, they're used to being real close. T-Dog. Oh man, it pains me, but T-Dog is average, pretty much peak average, too. Yeah, I'd say he's better than Scott. That's all I can give you, T-Dog. Sorry, man. And then RJ. Oh man, RJ. What does RJ do? I mean, he doesn't do any of the stupid shit these kids do, but he's definitely going to go bottom tier. He doesn't even get he gets one line maybe. One line of dialogue. Wasted potential. Honestly, RJ did nothing for the story or the plot. Didn't do anything in the episodes. He probably only showed up for one episode in season 11. It's a shame. Simon. Off-brand Negan. I'd say, I mean, he's strong. He's good at fighting, I guess. He's also good at scheming. He's a little crazy. You don't want too crazy. Put him useful above the rest of these guys. Well, actually, I'll put him around the same level as Martinez and that dude and Simon. They're all like the generals, the side generals of their respective leaders. Simon's probably in the middle of them. Shane was a cop. All right, he was brutal too. He was ahead of the curve. If it wasn't for Rick, he'd probably still be alive today. But we didn't get to see too much of him. He'll be a survivor for sure. But I'll put him above Ezekiel, under Sasha. Sasha's probably, I mean, we never really saw Shane snipe. His go-to gun was usually a shotgun. He was more of a close range type of dude. But they're probably, these power levels are getting real tight. These characters are really close, very close to each other at the tiers that they're on. Mercer, he is a straight tank. Probably the tankiest dude on the list. Better than him. Put him, honestly, is he better than the Whisperers right here? I think he is. I honestly think Mercer would do fine out in the world by himself for a while. I mean, man's pretty badass. He's like a Spartan. I really don't want to put Lydia above him, to be honest. I'll put him above Lydia. Okay, I'll put him right here because Dante does fucking die from Rosita. Rosita fucking Mercer, I think, could definitely destroy Rosita. Beta, dude. I mean, is the debatable whether he's better than Alpha or not. I think he's better than Daryl. He is a fucking walking monster. You know, he can survive pretty much fucking anything. He'd probably beat Alpha in a fight. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put him here. So far, he's top dog, dude. We got the 3 last characters right here, starting with Carl. I mean, in his last act, he did do some pretty admirable stuff, I would say. I'll put him under... I'll make him useful. Don't worry. Better than Tara, better than Milton. Under Dale. Carl, I mean, he's a good shot. Yeah, he's a kid that grew up in an apocalypse. It's nature to him at that point. Only reason he died... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Ooh, that's the thing. His death, man. His death is pretty weak. I remember my Season 8 tier list video, I had to crank down hard on him because dying by 2 little zombies is not going to cut it, Carl. You could have died by a lot more. It would have been understandable. But 2? Carl, you're making this hard. I'm going to have to put you down. I'm sorry, Carl. You're below Henry. You're below Henry. Sorry, man. And then Negan. Negan is a walking legend. Alright. Overall, by the end of the show, at his peak, he doesn't know how to survive. He learned from the Whisperers. He was with the Whisperers for a little bit. He did that. He conquered like 2 fucking communities. Became the leader of them. Good at upper body strength. Mashed people's skulls in with bats. He's just, I mean, he is a true survivor. Probably better than Abraham, Morgan, Jesus, Maggie probably. He stops at Glenn. I mean, he beats Glenn up. He does. Sorry, Negan, but... Or, I guess, sorry, Glenn. Negan, I guess, got the upper hand on you. Eugene, I mean, people are going to say that Eugene does not belong above Negan, but listen, man. Eugene, by the end of it, is true survivor, combat experience, and everything. Plus his super intelligence. Like, intelligence is no small feat, man. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. He's got all of it. And then last but not least, my boy Rick. My favorite character, main character of the show for at least 9 seasons, or 8 and like 5 episodes. Rick Grimes, the motherfucking sheriff. He's gonna go number 4. I'm sorry. Rick is my favorite. I wish I could put him top. But his survival skills are good, don't get me wrong. They are like the 4th best. But Daryl, he's pure survivor. And the only reason why Alpha beats him is because Alpha is the leader of the purest survivors in the zombie wasteland you can possibly get by blending in with the zombies and living off the land. Doesn't get more pure than that. And the reason why Beta is top is because he's like the peak version of a Whisperer, a peak survivor, a monster. He rules the domain of the zombie wasteland. He is king. Yep, Beta's king. And then fucking Sam down here, little Sam, Cookie Sam, wanting his cookies from Carol, is bottom of the worst trash in the show. No disrespect toward the actor or the kid. You know, they did their job, you know, being a little dipshit kid. They played it well. Good on him. But that character, Sam? Nah, dude. Sophia and RJ and most of these kids are pretty trash. This is the list, man. I feel comfortable with it. This is probably the last power level, definitely the last power level tier list of The Walking Dead I'm going to do. But in the future, if people want more Walking Dead content, I mean, there's other tier lists I can make. You know, ranking other shit on The Walking Dead. But for power levels, this is it. This is the list right here. If you stayed to the end, I really appreciate it, man. This is the big video, probably the biggest video I've done in a long time, probably the biggest video I've ever edited. So I would really appreciate the like or a subscribe or whatever if you want to see more content from me. I mean, I got other types of videos in the works, you know, a lot of content I want to get to. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it and all these Walking Dead tier lists. I hope you stay to see the next videos that I start to upload, because that would really be pretty awesome. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you have a nasty night, and I'll see you later. Peace out.